Hello and welcome to Sam's Kitchen once again. Today I'm going to teach you how to make bread rolls. Bread rolls with potatoes and mozzarella sticks inside them. That's very easy. I'm going to teach you an Indian recipe, a bit spicy, and the spices is in your hands to control. There's a lot of other recipes to ways to make it, so I'm going to teach you my recipe. It's awesome. I have got some boiled potatoes. We have six over here. Uh, you can choose the quantity according to yourself, according to the number of people you're making it for. Okay, so this is boiled potato we got here. I got some bread over here, bread slices. Make sure your bread slices are fresh. Do not use stale bread, as stale bread tends to break when you roll them up, when you roll the stuffing inside in. So make sure the bread is fresh, and the slices should not be very thin. They should be thick slices, thick slices. Thin slices, they just when you mold them inside and you fry them, you don't find actually the flavor of the bread at all. So the slices should be thin. It should be good quality bread. And I got some mozzarella sticks over here. I've cut them from fresh mozzarella. You can use, if you got some other cheese you want to fill in, like cheddar or Swiss cheese or any other cheese, you can definitely. I'm gonna fill in mozzarella. Here got the sticks up good. Make sure you don't stuff in too much of mozzarella, because it tends to leak out of the rolls and destroy the recipe while you're frying it. Okay. So for the spices, we got here 1 teaspoon of salt and half a teaspoon of cumin powder, 1 teaspoon of paprika, half a teaspoon of garam masala. If you do not have garam masala, just omit it. It's up to you. I'm making it according to my taste. You can omit it. You can use curry powder or any other 7 spices, all spice powder if you want. So I've got 1 teaspoon of dry mango powder over here. Okay, and I've got some fresh coriander over here, and I've got 2 teaspoons of onion chives over here. So I'm going to use these spices, and as I told you, to make it spicy or to make it moderate, it's up to you. So you can reduce the spices over here. The alternative recipe which you can make is omit all these recipes, all these spices. Just use salt, a little paprika, allspice or 7 spice. That's it. That will do them. It will do. Also add up some sumac or paprika. That's it. Okay, so here we got some boiled potatoes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mash up all the potatoes and pour all my spices in here and give it a nice little mix, and all the spices are mixed up. So then you're going to start with the stuffing in there. I'll teach you how to make the stuffing right now. So I'm going to mix up the stuffing with my hands. Make sure your hands are clean. You wash them with soap and detergent, whatever you do. Just make sure they're clean, and it's always better to mix it with the hand. You can do it with a spatula or a wooden spoon or any other spoon, but really that you might find lumps of spices in between somewhere. So I'd rather mix up with my own hands, and you do the same if you can. It's up to you. So I'm gonna mix it up and come back to you, and I mix it up, and I'll show you how it looks. Okay, so here we are, and here exactly how it's going to look. Don't be deceived with the color. You might be thinking it's very spicy, but my pepper is not that hot. It's just more colorful. It's like Kashmiri or Degi mirch, which you call paprika in English. So it's just more colorful. Anyways, we Indian are anyways known for eating a lot of spicy food. As I told you in the beginning, you can always reduce the spices. I love the spices anyway. So now we're going to make flat cutlets which can fit inside our breads over there. And this is how you flatten it a little in the between, and just fill in some cheese, round it up like this. The cheese gets invisible. Okay, make sure your cheese should be hidden, otherwise it will leak out while frying, and mozzarella just tends to melt out in the oil. So make sure you don't make that mistake, otherwise you end up losing all the cheesy flavor and all the taste inside those sticks. Okay, so this is how you're gonna make rounds up. Okay, so here's how we're gonna make our patties. First, fill with the cheese, and this is how going to look like, because don't make a fuss at the last moment while making rolls. Now what you're going to do is just can you see the bread over here? We're going to put it in water, just give it a quick dip, take it out as soon as possible. It should be clean water. Squeeze out the water. It's a messy one, but the outcome is always good. You're gonna love it. Just roll the bread inside like this. Shape it up. Squeeze out most of the water. That's how this will look like. You're gonna yeah. Okay, so this is how you make them. You're gonna do the same with the rest of all of them. Let me make them, and then we'll be ready to fry, and I'll show you exactly. So this is how they look like when you wrap them up. They look absolutely stunning, and I'm sure when you splatter them in oil, put them in hot oil, they're not gonna break up. Make sure when you fry them, the oil should be really hot, because when you put this bread rolls in the hot oil, they tend to take a shape which is difficult for them to break and let the stuffing get out, and plus the moisture inside will release, whereas in the slow oil, if you put them in a medium cooked oil or less hot oil, they tend to drink up a lot of liquid moisture, or not much oil, and they become oily. So make sure your oil is really hot. And so I'm going to put them in frying oil now. Unfortunately, I could not show you right now how I'm going to put them on oil, because there's going to be a little splattering over here. So when I put them in oil, frying oil, I'll show you how they have to be fried. Okay, so here's the final product after deep frying. We deep fried it in hot oil. This is how it came out to be. This is exactly you should get it out. This is an extremely awesome snack to munch around in the evening when they are guests, or whenever you feel like. You can see the cheese hasn't leaked out, but it's definitely gonna give me some cheesy flavor in there. You can eat this with the ketchup, tomato sauce, or some relish, mango relish, tomato relish, or salsa, or green chutney, whatever you have. This is awesome recipe. You should try it once in a while, and definitely gonna enjoy it. The kids will love it, definitely for sure. You can add some variations in it if you want to. This is the exact recipe I make, and I love it. So I hope that you like this video and you like the recipe which I made, and if you do, please do share a like and subscribe to my videos, as there are a lot of other recipes which will keep coming in. And thank you so much for watching my videos. Let's meet up again next time with another recipe in my video. Thank you so much.